What's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday to everyone. Climate Data Report here with the Thursday edition of the Climate Update for Thursday, August 3rd, 2023. Taking a look at the national satellite picture, you can see we have this boundary that continues to be stalled from northwest to southeast across portions of the Midwest, right on down through to the Carolinas. And along this, we have been seeing very heavy rainfall and flash flooding. There have been some tremendous rainfall totals so far with this system. Taking a look at the national hazards map, you can see there are still heat advisories and excessive heat warnings up in the south, the southwest, and parts of Oregon and Idaho as well. And you can see here in the Midwest, we do have this flooding threat that is still ongoing across portions of Missouri, Illinois, southwest Indiana, Kentucky, and you know what? It does not include portions of Tennessee, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a flood risk in Tennessee as well. As you can see, Alabama even added flash flood watches now. Taking a look at radar, you can see here is this system. You can see this is on the top of a ridge. You can see we have precipitation coming out of Kansas. That's another area of energy. Then we have one area of energy that has provided tremendous amounts of rainfall across portions of Missouri and Kentucky. In fact, let's take a look at some of these rainfall amounts. And you can see here the green boxes that are up on this radar scope here product. Those are flash flood warnings. And take a look at some of these rainfall amounts. In the white, that is near 9 to 10 inches of rain. Anywhere in the red here, as you can see, is again 7 to 8 inches of rain. The orange is probably closer to 7 inches. So this is a tremendous amount of rainfall that has fallen in a short amount of time in this area. And this is definitely leading to flash flooding, which is why you see these flash flood watches that are up. And if we change it to radar reflectivity, you can see there is still rain falling here. The heaviest of the rain has fallen in these areas now, southwest of Paducah, Kentucky. But if you look to the north, you can see there is some more rain coming down. You can even see in portions of Illinois, there's still a couple areas of heavier rainfall. So we'll have to watch for flooding there. St. Louis, it looks like the heaviest has passed through you. Let's take a look at the models now, shall we? And we will see on the models that there is still going to be some showers around, and there may potentially be another round of rain this evening into tonight, though be it does not look to be as intense as the round that you just had now. It's still something we will have to watch, and it could aggravate the already oversaturated grounds and the flooding concerns that are ongoing right now. As we head into tomorrow, we have to watch for a severe threat in the northeast. We also have to watch the North Plains. See this system that's out here? It's not going to be all that fast moving. And look what happens. You do get a severe thunderstorm threat, but you also get the potential for heavy rainfall. And the Weather Prediction Center, check this out. The Weather Prediction Center is actually showing, look at this, days 1 through 7 through hours, 168 hours out. Look at the northern plains through the Midwest. You are expecting a tremendous amount of rainfall, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain, and 3+ is anywhere from in this red here. And you can see there's a lot of reds, and there's also isolated 4-inch plus amounts here. So some places could see more than 4 inches. In the southeast, it's going to be wet over the next several days. You can see even in the northeast, days 1 through 7, because of multiple systems that will come through, there could be renewed, maybe some flash flooding threats. We're more concerned about flash flooding up in the plains, but there's definitely a flash flood threat, because any storm that happens with these next few systems could dump a tremendous amount of rainfall in a short period of time. The one thing you do see, which is concerning, from Texas on back into California, relatively dry. And we do have the drought update for today. The drought situation in southern Texas, it's a hair worse today, and I think that's going to continue to be a problem over the next several days. You see, look at California, look at southeast California. A little bit of shades of drought starting to pop up now. And if it remains dry out there, that could expand. You can see we still have these minor drought issues up in Pennsylvania. Not terribly concerned about that. And anything you see up here in the North Plains and the Midwest, Again, take a look at this precipitation map. A big dent is going to be made into that with what's coming. Let's take a look at the GFS here. We'll take a look at a little bit further out, and you can see there's that slow-moving system that's going to provide rainfall for the northern plains. It actually takes until Monday for it to clear up there, and then, believe it or not, there could be more threats. Here's another threat of rainfall next Wednesday, and watch what that system does. Yes, that potentially could be a big severe weather maker in the Chicago area, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri. That's something we will have to watch as we head into next week. But again, that's pretty far out. Speaking of severe weather, let's take a look at the severe weather threats from the Storm Prediction Center. Today, there is an enhanced risk for portions of Nebraska and portions of Kansas and portions of Colorado. So we have to watch that. The biggest threats are wind and hail. They're not going with tornado probabilities. That doesn't mean there can't be a tornado. Any day can turn into a potential tornado. We have seen this happen time and time again this summer. There is a slight risk in portions of northwest Georgia, northern Alabama, southern Tennessee, and also a slight risk of severe weather today in northwest New York. Tomorrow there is a slight risk from Pennsylvania through New York State and portions of New England, Vermont, New Hampshire, and western Massachusetts. Be mindful of that. There's wind probabilities and hail probabilities. Tornado probabilities are not there right now, but you can never rule a tornado out. Day 3, we do have severe thunderstorms, slight risk in the plains. Let's take a look at the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and you can see in the northern plains and the Midwest below average temperatures where that wet pattern is setting up, above average temperatures in the south. Then coming over here to the 8 to 14 day outlook, it continues below average temperatures in the north and continuing to be above average in the south. Though be it, I don't think it's going to be as extreme as what we have been seeing places like Phoenix and El Paso. You may hit 100 again, but north of 110, I don't think it's going to happen as frequently, and it's not going to be as many days in a row. Speaking of the heat in the south, there have been actually reports now in the Phoenix area with the cactuses are actually dying because the heat has been so extreme. Yeah, that's just insanity that that's even happening. Let's talk about precipitation. Day 6 to 10 precipitation, you can see here, much of the country is going to be above average with exceptions to southern Texas and the southwest U.S. And then we come to the 8 to 14 day outlook. Again, much of the country is slightly above to above average with exceptions to South Texas, the Four Corners region. California is near normal, but near normal at this time of year is not a lot of precipitation. Alrighty, folks, that does it for today's weather update. We will have another weather update again tomorrow. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel down below. If you know anyone who is interested in seeing a daily weather forecast or climate information, share this with them and tell them to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all again tomorrow for another climate update. Thanks for watching and have a great day.